Hi everybody, good morning, it's Susan. I wanted to share with you yet another project incorporating Wild Orchid Crafts flowers and my own flowers into a home decor project. And what I had done was I made a picture frame. And this frame was just your regular wooden frame that's about $2 or $3 in the craft store, I have no idea. I bought this about 5 years ago, and it was just in a box with other stuff, and I've never used it. So last night I couldn't sleep, and there I was painting this frame, and I painted it with acrylic paint in gold. I painted the whole thing, and after I painted it, it takes me a while to make things sometimes because I really need to think it out thoroughly to make sure that everything that I want to do is going to sit well. And what I had done was I had put this really pretty lace with a little twist of gold in it that already has this Chinese braid connected to it. I put that all around the frame. Okay, and I had made these two flowers. These are mine. These two are my flowers. And they came out really pretty. One flower I used the gold Tim Holtz liquid spray. I forget what you call it. And the other one I used Haunted Shadows Glimmer Mist. On the side are the hydrangea flowers from Wild Orchid Crafts that I just folded and twisted and put it in as a filler. There in the corner you see is a purple colored bead with a stick pin. And then beneath that, if you can see it, which I hope so, I kind of covered a lot of it. It's let me see if I can turn it. There's a flourish there. That's a grunge board flourish from the Tim Holtz line, and that I also sprayed with that gold stuff. I forget what you call it. It's a liquid spray from Tim Holtz. And on there I put some scattered sequins that I pulled off a strand, some crystal beads, and some pearls. Up top here is a really pretty rose that is from Wild Orchid Crafts that I sprayed with Haunted Shadows. And Haunted Shadows was like this color that you used for Halloween. And it's a beautiful deep grape purple color. I hope that you can see it. That one I sprayed, and the stem I coiled, and I hope you can see that. And at the tip of it, I stuck some hot glue on there and put a pearl. The green flowers you see are also the hydrangeas that I cut separately and put down to reflect a fan look. And I sprayed that with pearl glimmer mist. And then this cream colored, coffee colored hydrangea flower, I made a flower from that, and then with a wire, and I could show you how to do that. And then I adhered that to the bottom and put the rose up on top of it. And on this side, this flower came out so beautiful. That center purple flower is also a Wild Orchid Crafts flower that I totally drenched with Haunted Shadows Glimmer Mist and kept spraying it and separating the petals until the flower completely came apart. When it did that, I started to scrunch it up very close and left it as it was, which was mostly falling apart. And once the flower the following day became hard again, like it was before, the full mulberry way, that's when I took the glue gun to it and I just set it in. I wanted that flower to have, since my style is always Victorian, vintage, and more towards like an older world or older looking, I wanted the flower to look real, much more real than it did the original way, and like I had dried out a rose, and that was my goal with this one. It really came out pretty. Behind it also, again, those green hydrangea flowers to just give it some depth, and these really beautiful, like taupe colored roses. They're just so gorgeous. I saved all of the wired stems. I didn't cut any off except the large purple one, and I had an idea that maybe I can do something with the edge, and I stuck a pearl on the edge of it, like actually through that hole of the jewelry pearls. And there's another one, and I use a lot of those hydrangeas as fill-ins. I like to use fill-ins to not leave blank spots. And coming down here, I have, there's a pearl in there, and there's some of those, a little tiny twisted rose, absolutely beautiful, a bud rose. I love those. I hardly have any left, and I'm so disappointed because they're so beautiful that I may have to go and buy some. And down here, I have the other half of that grunge board flourish that I spray painted, and have two more of those gorgeous Wild Orchid Crafts bud roses. I hope I'm not going too close. And on all of those stems that I had twisted and saved, I did not cut them off, if you can see. I don't want to get too close. That I stuck a pearl at the edge of it, and then going back around, and I never cut off the piping here. I just kept going around, and if I would have left it, it looked really nice because I kind of twisted it. So I don't know if you could see that there, to let it look like a knot effect, the way I set it down with the hot glue. And just staring at it front on, it looks like that. It is definitely a conversation piece. I want to put a really nice picture in here of my husband and I. Maybe I also was thinking about making some kind of a sign that would say a vintage design studio with my name on it, and possibly putting it in there just so that I can start my videos off showing you the Wild Orchid Craft flowers and my name. And just, I don't know if any of you have ever been to their site, www.wildorchidcrafts.com, and you really need to look at their flowers, and theirs, and even flowers that you may make on your own that you can incorporate into using their flowers on any project, whether it's a card, a paper project, or like this one, a home decor project. I mean, you can go into a store, and there's no way that you're going to get a frame like this in a store. I mean, you'd have to just buy a naked frame that could be brass or wood, and you're paying $10, $12, $15 for it. Maybe $10 for a 4x6 frame. But a frame that's done up like this, you're not going to pay. You'll pay probably $40 for it. Well, here in New York anyway, and if you go into Manhattan, a frame like this could be more like 60 or 65. And these beautiful mulberry flowers, they really adhere well to the projects. I mean, they take well to whatever glue that I've used so far. And since I totally killed this flower by saturating it to death with the Glimmer Mist, it still managed to come back to its original form of material and regain its strength and turn hard again. I couldn't believe it. I thought I actually ruined the flower, but I didn't. It actually gave it a really nice look. And I think the next time I do a flower, one of those large white flowers, the roses, I think I'm going to try and not use any paint at all. I'm going to try water, just water, and see what happens. So again, I mean, if you have an old frame sitting around, perhaps even a wooden frame that you're sick of looking at, get out some of your paints, whether it's black, brown, burgundy, a pink frame, even a powder blue frame, and get some of your flowers, even if they're on projects that you're sick of looking at or you've put away. Tear off the flowers if they're still good. Spray paint them, reuse what you have. And even if you have a drawer of flowers that you haven't been using, start using your stuff. Try to redesign some of the accessories that you have in your apartment or in your home, in your bedroom. And there's a lot of things that you can do. I've actually found quite a few frames that are not finished at all, that are raw, that I am definitely going to play with. In fact, if you see this really nice material here, I'll just show you. It's very pretty. It's actually a heavy canvas kind of material that you would use to probably redo a sofa or make some kind of chair seats, a heavy material. So I plan on making something with that. I don't know if I'll be putting flowers on it, but I plan on doing something with this. And I had used this material quite a while ago, and you may even see this in my extravaganza come April. So again, I'm just going to get close up just to show you, and I hope that you enjoyed this video from A Vintage Design Studio. I'm Susie. My website is susiecrafter10.blogspot.com, and there you'll see stores that I like to shop at, my latest projects with Wild Orchid Crafts, pictures of my own tags, and my handmade flowers just like these. You will also see some of my stick pins and some videos that are most current from YouTube. You'll see a little bit of a highlight about myself and just an updated story. I don't vlog it every day, but I do try to keep up to date. And I'm also on Facebook as Susie Crafter. So if you'd like to, I would love it if you would friend me if you haven't already done that. And please, I'm trying to get more followers than I already have. I plan on doing a giveaway, and I'd like to do them with much more followers than I have. I'd like to do it from the blog this time. So thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the frame, and try it yourself. It's a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it. Have a wonderful weekend. Bye.